welcome back. We're here with my favorite veterinarian, Dr. Bob. How are you doing today?
Cheryl, I'm terrific, and thank you for inviting me, and I'm really happy to be part of Glass City Grind.
Yeah, thank you. We're so excited. Now, you know, I do have two Malteses, two little boy Malteses. Those are little dogs for you that don't know. And
they kind of look like a mop.
They do.
Yeah.
And we were reaching out trying to connect with you too, because mine are going to need some behavior help. My friends tell me they're not very well behaved. That's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you know, that a lot of people just they want to treat their dogs like their kids, you know, and they don't. And many people don't want to be, you know, strong disciplinarians with their kids for lots of different reasons. But dogs don't have the ability to think intelligently, so we have to guide them every step along the way, and it starts with training and the housebreaking and so forth, and it then relates to teaching them manners. And you have to teach your dog manners just like you have to teach your children manners.
And that's what I think. I think my dogs don't have very good manners, and I think I'm too nurturing to them. So we're going to have you back on throughout so we can really dive into Scruffy and Cupcake and their behavior.
Well, this would be a lot of fun. And you know, the reality is that anytime I've ever been on a call-in radio show or anything like that, the behavioral questions seem to predominate. So it's not unusual. That's a certainty.
Right. Well, what I wanted to talk to you about today was a couple of things. With holidays coming up, a lot of people think it's a good idea to buy a pet. What are your thoughts about buying pets for holidays, and where are good places to do that at?
Well, I think it seems to me the first thing that it's a family decision, all right? And so everybody's got to be on the same page, husband and wife, and the kids have to be prepared, and then you're going to look at the family dynamics. How old are the kids? So we've got a bunch of toddlers that are running around, and they're about 3 feet tall or less. You're not going to probably want to get a Great Dane or a Labrador who has a lethal weapon tail to just take their head right off. And so the decision on which animal to get, or if it's a kitten, let's make sure that nobody has any known allergies in the household, because that could be unpleasant. Then having to rehome a pet when suddenly an allergy, well, I think I can tolerate it, and turns out you can't.
No.
So that's an issue. And then I think that the other key is that make the decision and buy the stuff that you're going to need, the cage and the collar and everything, but you don't go get the puppy and bring it home, or the kitten and bring it home on Christmas Day. There's just too much excitement, and so you wait a little bit. Now you make it part of the adventure to go get that.
Oh, I like that. You almost let them maybe open up a gift that says, we are going to purchase a new pet for the family,
and we're going to get it next week or this weekend. And then the other thing would be, you know, that from the standpoint of where to get it. And you should never get a puppy or from a pet store. Right? Kittens are a different story in most cases. Those are rescue kittens that have been fostered, and so that's a more okay situation. But pet store puppies almost always come from puppy mills, and that's just not a good thing. And the reason I can say that with a high degree of confidence is that quality breeders will not sell their dogs through pet stores. And so they're looking for puppies that are coming from pet farms, basically, and it's not a healthy situation. There are a lot of behavioral problems with it. There are a lot of parasite problems with it. There's a lot of potential for defect. These people are not breeding dogs to be able to do some good for the breed. All they're looking to do is to crank out dogs. All right. And so you start looking and doing your shopping, and if you're still not sure what kind of dog to get, maybe you go to a dog show and you meet some of those and you decide, or you go to the rescues and meet with the fosters that have been raising rescue puppies, because rescue puppies can be a really great deal. Rescue adults, that's also useful, but you have to be careful because you don't know what kind of baggage is coming with that dog. And particularly if it's a 2 or a 3-year-old, you want to find out, why was this dog released and relinquished. And so you've got to do some homework, and it's always a good idea, because we'll do a lot of consulting with clients on what's the right dog for the family.
So that's what I was wondering. Can our viewers call and maybe get some tips from your office.
Oh, absolutely.
And
That's
maybe
something.
you sometimes have connections. I know I've been in there before, and there's signs like if you're looking to get a kitten, or if you know something for a home.
Right,
You
like
guys
the
are
commercial
that.
right now is we have about 8 kittens that we're looking for a home
Okay.
for. People have relinquished them, or it's very frustrating. We'll come in the morning, and even though we have overnight staff in the building, they sneak on the property and they put a basket of kittens on the door, and they know that we're not going to do anything other than try to find a good home for them.
Right.
But right now we've got about 7 or 8 kittens that we're
Okay.
looking for a home for.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up here today.
Okay.
However, we're gonna have you on regular for Paws in the Glass City.
All right.
And we're also, all my friends are gonna be so thankful to help me with Scruffy and Cupcake, because they need a little,
That will be my pleasure.
All right. Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Shirley.
coming on today, and we'll be right back after this.
Thanks.
And yeah.